Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Avoiding Broke podcast with me, Leanne, and I'm so happy that you've joined me here on this Sunday. Now, I always talk about the weather at the beginning of my podcast, no idea why, but at the minute it's a bit dull and grey here in the UK, and so I'm really hoping for some lovely weather soon. And I hope wherever you are that you're well, you're healthy, you're safe, and you've had a wonderful week. Now today, what I wanted to talk to you about on this podcast is success. And that may sound like a really broad topic, and in some ways it really is, but what I really want to focus down on is what does success mean to you and how do you get started? So what I really want to start with actually is the most wonderful thing about success is that it's so personal. What success means is entirely dependent on what you think about success and what it would mean to you. What does successful mean to you? What would it be? For some people, it can be something like, I'm going to buy a house, or I'm going to write a book, or I'm going to do this particular thing. There's something kind of tangible that you achieve at the end, something that you can see, you know, the house that you live in, or this book that you've written, or something like that. But for other people, it can be something else. So for you, success means something like, I feel like I would be really successful if I did 2 hours of charity work every week, or if I cooked every Sunday for the week and I knew that I had healthy food ready for my family for that week. Whatever success means to you is what success is. And if you achieve that, then you will get the feelings that you are successful. And so I think that's a really wonderful thing about success. And there's all these kind of conventions about what success means in terms of, you know, money and cars and holidays and houses and things like that. And for some people that may actually be what success is, but for other people it can be something completely different. And this is why one of the important things about success and how you look at it is you can't compare yourself to anyone else unless what success means to you is to copy what somebody else has done, and then that's fine. But really, we are all on our own journeys, we're all on our own paths, and what it means to successful is truly unique to you. Now, I think that's quite wonderful actually, and when I think about that, it seems to take a lot of the pressure off about what success actually means, and not say pressure to meet your goals or anything like that, but all of the kind of pressure that you may feel from external sources, because actually none of that matters when it comes to you and your own feelings of what you've achieved and what you do to succeed in your life. So that's what I really wanted to start, because I think that's the most important thing, and it leads me on to the next thing, which is then you have to define it yourself. What does success mean to you? And once you have that, and once you know what it means, the next step and the most important step is you have to start. You have to start working towards your goal, towards your dream, towards what it means to you to be successful. And then once you do that, you're already on your journey, you're already on your path. You take one foot, you put it in front of the other, and you keep going. And that can sometimes be the most frightening step, because you're taking a step into the unknown. And most of the time when people have big goals or dreams or things like that, we don't know how we're going to get to that end point. And that fear can often mean that we don't even start, which means that we don't know how we're going to get there, and then we never actually will get there because we haven't started. But take that step and start, because it's the most crucial step. It is the hardest, but once you've done it, you've done it, and then everything you do from then takes you that little bit closer to your dream. So then the next thing that I wanted to say is you can't be afraid to fail. Just like I said before, when you have a big dream, when you have a goal, you may not know how you're going to get there. You're going to find lots of ways along the way that aren't going to lead you there. So you can't be afraid to fail. Failure is just a normal part of life. We do it all the time. It happens in everything. You never get everything right or perfect first time. And of course you don't, because you don't know how you're going to get there. So you're obviously going to come across obstacles in the road, bumps along the way, but you can't be afraid of those things, because getting over those bumps, overcoming those obstacles and getting past those failures and carrying on is what is going to get you to your goal. You can't give up at those failures, at those obstacles, just when things get hard, because you won't get to your dream, and you have to keep thinking that actually it is worth it to get there. Now, I think we've all been programmed throughout life, throughout schooling, throughout everything that we do, that, you know, you have to get things right. You get ticks for getting things right, and you get scores out of 100 for how many things that you've got correct, and percentages and things like that. So that's programming us from such a young age to try and get everything right. But really, we learn when we get things wrong, and we learn when we keep trying, and when we keep building ourselves up, and we build our character and our personalities and our determination, and we go after things that really mean something to us. So that's how you have to look at failure, not as I got this wrong. No, you are working towards your goal, and you are going to overcome anything that gets in your way. It's not a failure, it's just a little something that is in your way, and you will get over it, because you have everything inside you that you need to do that, because it's your dream and you are the one working towards it, so you can do it. And face these challenges head on, like I said. So that's really what I wanted to cover today, which is just that little reminder about success, just to say what it means to you is what really matters, and you define your own success. So don't look externally and see what everyone else is doing. Look at what you want to do, and then you have to start, and then you have to keep going, because you do have everything inside you to keep going. You really do. And even when things get tough and you think, nope, I'm not doing it, take a breath, look at yourself in the mirror. Jermaine tells me to do this all the time, and it really, really does work. Look at yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself, say it out loud, and tell yourself that you can do it, because you can. You can do it. Tell yourself, because when you say it out loud, you have to think it, you're saying it, and you also hear it. And that can make such a big difference in these things, because we need to keep ourselves motivated. We need to keep working towards our goals. And if there is something that you're working on, I really wish you the best of luck in your journey towards it. And I wish you all the best. And guys, I hope you found that useful. I just wanted to give you that little reminder on this Sunday. And I really look forward to seeing you next week. Guys, you take care. If you like this channel, then why not subscribe? Hit the bell so you know when we release another video. And if you like the video, then click the thumbs up. And I've really enjoyed talking to you today. You all take care of yourselves, and I will see you again next week. Bye guys.